I'm on the MetaBook. And as Mark Zuckerberg said, when he made the announcement and took this billion-dollar company called Facebook and just changed the name overnight, he said, in a moment of self-reflection, he said, Meta, I never met a bad idea I didn't like. Right? Thank you for all of the nice recommendations on Netflix. Have to rest. I shouldn't even yell like that anymore because I have to rest because my ticker, which is a serious thing. I'm not making, okay. So now I'm on Netflix. And you might say, Whitman, you might be 15 years late for that. I mean, I've been working my whole life. I sit around watching television like you people. Tony says Ozark is one of the great Netflix things to watch here. And he says it's like Breaking Bad, but with hillbillies. And my friend Jim Walsh in New York on Staten Island, he is well, the guy is, we could be frank, we're all adults. The guy's a sex machine. And he sends me this message. He says, the Kaminsky method. I grew up with this dude. Always, hey, with the rhythm method. I mean, you're with him for 2 seconds. He wants to talk about sex because he's obsessed. And I don't know what the Kaminsky method is, but it's probably something sort of like the other methods he's been talking about for 30 years. Hey, Jim, take your sex freak stuff and put it on your page, pal. I'm doing a family thing here. Bruce says, Shameless. Well, I've seen that. That was on for 4 years. You're so bad, Whitman. You're such a loser. Lori Muncie Buren. I love and miss you too. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Joe Caruso. In Chicago, as we say, when they put you on the radio in Chicago, they say, don't say Chicago, say Chicago. I say, what? Chicago. Better Call Saul. Matt Horman says Better Call Saul. Oh, it's a Netflix show. I have not seen that show. That show I have not seen. Judy Miller says Orange is the New Black. But that's an old show. That was on many years ago. I mean, time has passed it. What's the New Orange, really, quite frankly, is probably the show you want to do now on Netflix. I hope everybody's very well and having a very wonderful Thanksgiving. And I'll leave you with this. Last year, well, all the years before last year, people would say, Thanksgiving. Last year, people say, I miss Thanksgiving. I miss Thanksgiving. I want to see my family. Those are my loved ones. I must see them. Hoping, I guess, that we'll all forget that every year people say they can't stand seeing their relatives on Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? But last year, and I get that, it's like, I must see my family. What, so you can complain about it like you do every year? So I'm sure that this year, in a full return to normalcy, by a week from today, you should be getting calls from your friends who are saying, oh, God, I can't stand those people. I should have appreciated the pandemic when, my brother-in-law, he supports the Green New Deal. Well, why'd you complain about it when everybody's in lockdown? I told you last year to enjoy the oasis from those irritating people. I miss you guys. I love you guys too. And I'm here. I mean, if you want to come by, I do miss the banter. I'm craving the socializing. As I wrote here, I'm a chatty Cathy. And I've been missing, talking to people out with the lighthearted banter and everything. So I went on DoorDash. I changed my default setting from contactless to gregarious delivery. All right. Have a wonderful weekend.